Hello everyone, I'm Shalja, your computer teacher. In previous session, we have discussed about the different uses of internet. In this session, we are going to discuss about what are the requirements for the internet connection, fine, and what are the different types of connection available with us. So let's discuss the topic in detail.
So let's start with the topic. Here we are going to discuss the requirements for an internet connection. To connect to the internet, you need a computing device, a connection device, and an internet service provider. So what is a computing device? So the computing device can be a personal computer, a portable computer, or even a mobile device such as a cell phone or a handheld device. Like any device on which we are going to use internet is known as computing device. Fine. So second we need connection device such as a modem to connect your computer to internet. A modem converts digital information into analog information and transmits it over a phone line. Fine, everyone knows that on the phone line data is transmitted in the form of analog signals, but in our computer system data is stored in the form of digital signals. Okay, so what is the duty of the modem? Modem generally converts analog signal into digital signal and shows it on the computer screen. Fine, a modem can either be built into your computer or can be externally attached to it. Nowadays we generally use external modem. Fine. Now we have internet service provider. Like third thing we need is internet service provider. An ISP is a company that provides internet connectivity to individuals, businesses and organizations. It may also provide additional services such as the storage space to share your personal content. Some of the internet service providers in India are BSNL, MTNL, Reliance, Airtel, Tata Indicom, etc. Now we'll talk about the bandwidth. This is very important concept, so listen carefully. Bandwidth is the amount of data that can be transmitted over a network in a certain amount of time. In layman's language, you can equate it to a pipe. The amount of water that can flow through it depends on its thickness. Similarly, the amount of data your network can receive or send depends on its bandwidth. Bandwidth is measured in Mbps, that is megabits per second, kbps, kilobits per second, or bps, which is bits per second. If the bandwidth of the network is 1 mbps, then 1 megabit of data can be transmitted over the network in 1 second. The actual rate of transfer of data will vary depending on the ISP's equipment. If the type of the internet connection and the number of people using the same connection at one time. So it affects the internet speed. You can use various types of technology such as dial-up and cable modem to connect to the internet. Each technology supports a different bandwidth. Sometime you might connect to the internet by using more than one type of connection. For example, in some airports you can use wireless connection to connect to a cable modem. Now we'll discuss about the different types of connection, like we have dial-up, digital subscriber line, cable modem, T1 and wireless. Fine, first of all we'll discuss about the dial-up. Most dial-up connections offer today allow data transfer rate up to 56.6 kbps. Fine, here you can see is in dial-up your system is connected with the telephone device, and that device is connected through the ISP through which we are connected to the internet. Like in broader view of this dial-up we'll discuss in next slide. Fine, for dial-up what you supposed to do is, on your system you might have seen this kind of dial-up box, and this dial-up box we need to dial one number. Okay, and we need to click here on dial. What will happen when we click on dial? this will happen. Okay, here you can see computer, here we have modem, here this is the telephone line, and this is the internet service provider. Fine. So whenever you wanted to use internet, you need to dial one number, okay, from your computer system. When you dial that number, okay, it goes through phone lines and it will check on the ISP whether the connection availability is there. If there is connection availability, the connection is established between the computer system and the ISP, and you are able to access the internet. Okay, in that case, when the connection is not available, they need to wait for the connection availability. So this is a slow process. Fine. Then we'll talk about the digital subscriber line, which is known as DSL. If you use the DSL connection, you are always connected to the internet. Means you have no need to dial any number and need to check for the internet connectivity availability. A type of DSL connection is the asymmetric digital subscriber line connection. Means asymmetric means when you have more downloading speed and less uploading speed. Fine. In this type of connection, when you use ADSL, like at our homes, we rarely upload anything on the internet. We generally download things. So this connection is suitable when we are using internet at home. To use an ADSL connection, you must have a special ADSL modem. The data transfer rate of the DSL internet connection is 384 kbps to 8 mbps. Here in this picture you can see, here we have a telephone exchange. Okay, telephone exchange through telephone lines. There is one splitter is connected. On one end of the splitter is connected with your telephone, and the second end of splitter is connected with your DSL modem, and that modem is connected to PC. This way you are able to access the internet. Fine. That telephone exchange is connected with your ISP, your internet service provider. I hope it is clear with you all. Now we'll talk about cable modem. If you have a cable TV connection, you can get a high speed internet connection from the cable TV provider. Using this type of connection, you can be connected to the internet all times. This connection supports data transfer rate up to 4 Mbps. Like here you can see, for example, this is your cable wire, and here two-way splitter. One cable wire is connected to the television set, and another cable wire is connected to the cable modem. That cable modem is connected with a wire to your PC, and you are able to access the internet now. Okay, here you can see your cable modem wire is connected to your PC, and you are able to access the internet now. I hope it is clear to you. Now we'll talk about the T1 lines. It provides a dedicated telephone line connection to connect to the internet. T1 are popular options for businesses. Today, this connection supports data transfer rates up to 1.44 Mbps. So generally what happened here, T1 connectivity is connected with one router. Here the router can generate more 24 T1 connections, and you can connect 24% can connect with those T1 connection with equal downloading and the uploading speed. Basically this is costly, and this is basically used by the organization where high internet speed is required. Now we'll talk about the wireless connectivity. You can connect to the internet by using the wireless technology. When you are connected to the internet by using wireless technology, it further connects to the wired connection such as a cable modem. Like here you can see, here might be your internet cable from the ISP. That particular cable is inserted into this cable modem, or could be DSL modem. Fine, that modem is further connected with a device which is called a router, which is used to generate the wireless signal. That's why you are able to access the wireless Wi-Fi at your place. that if you wanted to connect physically your computer with that router, you can do the same with the help of LAN cable. You can connect LAN cable to your laptop as well. If you wanted to access the like wireless signals, okay, you wanted to use the Wi-Fi, you can do the same. Fine. Although you may connect to a high-speed cable connection, this wireless connection may not provide you the full data transfer rates of the wired connection. The data transfer rates of the wireless internet connection can range from 11 Mbps to 45 Mbps. Some wireless connection supports a bandwidth of several gigabits per second. Like, it all depends upon the your plan, which plan you have acquired, you will get that particular speed. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you so much, everyone.